And welcome back to another episode of Marvel Mad. I'm your host as always, Dwayne the Captain Coffee, and we have a special guest this time, and we are doing the review for X-Men 97. Now, this lady here is my mother. So say hello.
Hi.
And in the things we have for the channel, we've got nicknames. So your nickname is going to be Danger Dotty. Okay? I think that's quite fitting. That's quite fitting, that sort of thing. But tell us why you wanted to come on to this review.
Because of how good X-Men 97 was. I really enjoyed it. For a start off, putting my hands up, when you kept nagging at me to watch it, I was hesitant. And I thought, oh, is it going to be as good as the original series? And I thought, oh, do I really have to? And then I just fell in love with it.
I tell you what, that's what I said. It was really good. Like I've said on, I think I said on the live stream review, as well as just general chats with Nate and everything. You was phoning me up, telling me, well, why has this happened? Why has that happened? Sort of thing. Who's this person? But we'll get into that anyway through the review. But myself, I've had a review live stream with myself and Nate from Threat Media and that lot. We did go in between. He's done it episode by episode, but I'm just doing it as a whole general thing as the review on our side and that lot. And I just fell in love with it. Absolutely fell in love with it. It was literally like they'd plucked it from the 90s and put it into today's series and everything. And from characters and music, the story, it was very dark in parts, as you can think.
Yeah, very dark in parts. Very upsetting for me.
Yeah, exactly.
In parts, because characters that I love, didn't like. Well, say that.
We'll say we're going to say full spoilers, as you will notice in all the reviews that we normally do on the channel. That lot. It was very dark and something. Like I've said on the live stream, and I'll say it now. My two best episodes that I loved out of even though the finale was absolutely amazing, that lot, and I wish that next week was the continuation of season 2 from it.
Yes, but I don't really want to wait.
No, exactly.
Another year.
Yeah.
To see how they continue it.
Exactly that lot. But I guess I need to edit that bit out. Yeah, my favourite episode was episode 3. With the haunted house sort of thing, where Mr. Sinister was like infiltrating and turning I can never remember names. I'm terrible with names. The second Jean Grey's mind and everything, and turned her the doppelganger sort of thing, the clone. The clone. Yeah.
When he was infiltrating her mind.
And the house just turned on itself.
Was turning and making the characters either fight themselves or figure out what the hell was going on. Yeah, that was a really good episode.
Yeah, so I adored that episode, and that was the 3rd episode, and the 5th episode for me. They were the 2 best episodes. Like the whole, I said it again on the live stream, the whole massive just shit that happened at Genosha. Gambit dying, looked like bleeding Magneto was dying as well, and that lot. The little kid that was looking up at Magneto and he was in his tears. It just had me just completely by surprise. And the dark tones in the series and some of the hard-hitting facts and the character dynamics between them, like all the different characters, like, was just so good in that.
But it brought quite a bit up from the past.
Yeah.
And brought it to today. And like things people had forgot, like yourself.
Yeah.
And you didn't realise. And I was sitting there, well, you do know this is this, which you didn't like.
No, I know. It's sort of like, I don't know, Bleeding Clue. Like, that was obviously the relationship between Magneto and Rogue. And I didn't realise there was a thing at all until you said something like that. So I didn't realise that was a thing at all, but it was
it's the same as you didn't realise Nightcrawler.
Well, this is a... I don't know whether Nate will be able to tell us. So I'm sure he'll be watching the episode. Go on, do you tell what you think it is? I'm not too sure.
Nightcrawler was actually
Let me say it.
I can't think of her name.
Mystique's.
That's it. Mystique's. Nightcrawler was Mystique's son.
No, I'm not too sure on that. I can't.
And Mystique, in one of the old series, or in a spin-off from the X-Men.
In the comics, the ones we know of the series.
Well, it was a spin-off, but I have seen it, where Mystique is actually a teacher, and she was teaching Rogue, and she was with Rogue.
Sure.
And Mystique is supposed to be Rogue's mum. Because in one of these episodes, you do hear Nightcrawler say, "It's my sister."
Yeah, but that might be just like Scott calling Colossus his brother and that lot. They're not actually brothers, but it's like that brotherly bond and that lot. But I'm not too sure.
As I concluded that it was, them two are blood related.
Like I say, I'm not too sure. Say Nate will be able to correct us or anything like that sort of thing. So I'm not too sure on that one at all. But we'll dig into that anyway post doing that sort of thing. But no, it just them two are my best episodes. I said the finale, how it ended with as soon as they went to Egypt. I said this on the live stream, and as soon as they went to Egypt, I knew for a fact it was going to be Apocalypse and that lot.
See, I didn't.
Yeah,
I didn't see much of Apocalypse. I'd heard of him, and in the live-action X-Men film,
yeah, it was shit.
They made a
cock up of him.
It was just absolutely rubbish.
Yeah.
That's the only thing I can basically remember about him.
He was in the old series as well.
Yeah.
So
yeah, I know he was, but I mainly remember the. I didn't know his name.
Mr. Sinister? One with the red thing on his head?
No, not Sinister. The one, the bad guy.
That's Mr. Sinister.
No, not Sinister.
The other one, the living sentinel bloke.
Yeah.
Yeah, but he's never been in anything else.
No, but he'd got the Sentinels.
Yeah, but that one, the old bloke, that weren't Gravik and that lot.
Well, in the original series, you did have the Sentinels.
Yeah, but that was the the bloke that Rogue dropped.
Yeah.
Him, that was him.
Yeah, I've got it now.
Yeah, but the other bloke, he was, I don't know, it was like an old thing from the comics or something. Again, Nate's the one to task. I won't have a clue myself, but yeah, he was like.
I didn't even know who he was.
No, I did not until
when he come up. It's the same as about Morph.
Yeah, I know Morph. Yeah.
When the titles come up and he come up, I'm sitting there going, "Well, who's he?"
Yeah, no, I knew Morph.
I'd never known him from the X-Men. The title I remember from the original X-Men was Storm, Rogue, Beast, Wolverine, Cyclops.
You only know Bishop, didn't you?
Yeah,
no, Bishop and Cable and that because they was in the series.
Bishop and Cable, I know because they was all in the original ones. Because in one of the original ones, you actually had Wolverine and Storm having a relationship.
No, you can't be able to tell you that lot. Yeah. Back in the old days, that
was alright.
I'm just saying that lot.
Just make me feel even older.
No, I did mention on the live stream as well, you wanted to make a big point about Storm and the clothes you wear.
Yeah, I prefer the Storm's clothes now. The black
at the end of the series, when she got powers back,
When she got powers back and she got the black clothes, even though I've always been a big fan of Storm and Rogue, I was more Phoenix than I was Jean Grey. I've always liked all their costumes, especially Rogues. I used to love Rogues, but when they changed Storms into the black costumes, I really like that. I like how, she lost powers, but she automatically got them back.
By winning over herself.
Yeah, by winning over her own insecurities. And I loved that because it's showing a new phase in her life.
Yeah.
and that's what I love.
Yeah. Well, I see all the cameos as well now. Like, it's not just ones that Morph turned into. Like, he's turned into the Hulk. He turned into Mr. Fantastic, Quicksilver, even Jean Grey at the end. Because that bit of Jean Grey at the end when he was talking to Wolverine, saying, "I love you. Come back, revive yourself," and stuff like that sort of thing. When he had all the adamantium ripped out of him as well.
That Jean Grey was like the original Jean Grey.
What, the one that Morph turned into?
Yeah. She was like the old original character of Jean Grey. Because I'd never really seen her in the green dress and the yellow.
Oh, it was Marvel Girl.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was her original costume, that was.
Yeah, I'd never seen her in that. I'd always seen her in the one from the 80s and 90s.
The black and yellow and
and all that one.
But now, so with all the cameos, I see it was not just him turned into them. You had Captain America interacting with Rogue when she was going on that massive rampage because obviously Gambit had just died.
Yeah.
You had Doctor Doom. You had Omega Red. You had Crimson Dynamo. You had the Alpha Force. I think it was.
You had Iron Man as well.
Yeah, Iron Man. Spider-Man and Bleeding Mary Jane. I didn't realise it was them two. Did you realise that? You know where they're looking at the broken window and they're looking at the news report.
No, I didn't realise. Daredevil, yeah.
Yeah, Daredevil, Cloak and Dagger as well. The two normal people that was just in civilised clothes.
Yeah, I didn't recognise them two.
I did not until after I read a thing online that, and then obviously talking to Nate and everything. You had a lot of references to the live stream because that is where myself and Nate really go into episode by episode now. But when I talked to him and then seen the snippet. When they're looking at the news report, that is literally the 90s Spider-Man and the 90s Mary Jane. Exactly the same sort of get-up they used to have in the 90s. So I'm hoping...
Oh my God, yeah.
Touch wood, we'll get a Spider-Man series now as well from the 90s.
That's why, because when I looked at them, I thought, oh. But then I thought, no, can't be. But that's the other thing I like about this series. Because they did actually have an episode where you seen Spider-Man jump into things, and like the last one with Daredevil, Captain America and all those. I liked it all that way because it was bringing all the characters, because in the past you have had Spider-Man with the X-Men, and I loved the series they did, all the episodes they did with Spider-Man and the rest of the X-Men, because Wolverine and Spider-Man used to bicker at each other. Yeah, always bicker and call each other, because in that series I think Madam Web was there as well, and
I think as well that the intertwined
Fantastic Four intertwined with them.
But that weren't just the X-Men, the old X-Men series as well. That you had that in the Spider-Man series as well now. So it shows that this universe that I've got in the animation is all intertwined anyway, so it wouldn't make any difference if they did do a Spider-Man series that come from the 90s, or even the Iron Man series that come from the 90s, or a Fantastic Four series that come from the 90s, or an Avengers series that come from the 90s, because they're all connected. I
like the Fantastic Four series from the 90s. That
was before like the X-Men, the X-Men and the Spider-Man. That was early 90s, but it was right cheap, crappy animation.
Yeah, it was, but it wasn't that bad.
No.
The Spider-Man ones were really good, but I'm biased because I like the X-Men. I love the X-Men. Always have done from being young.
Yeah. But
that's all I'm going to say.
Yeah. But no, it's just the tones they had for the series, the character dynamics between them. I like how a lot of the original cast was coming back. I think some of them might have died that lot, but a lot of the original cast from the 90s did come back. I think some of them swapped names, swapped roles with some of the names and stuff like that. But
it was like being back in the 90s, and I loved when they had the original theme song.
Yeah, they just like not beat it up a bit, but spiced it up a bit, sort
Yeah,
of thing.
but sometimes they made it a little bit more modern with
Yeah.
the technology of the music, but then they'd also slip in the actual original soundtrack, which I loved. I thought I was yay! I loved
Well,
that.
as soon as that first episode hit, I noticed it was like the original entrance and music on top, and the character like introductions where they're on the names and stuff like that sort of thing. I just absolutely adored it. It sent me back to being like, I think I shared it on Facebook out loud, the meme of Bart watching the 90s cartoon of the X-Men, then nowadays it was Homer watching the 90s X-Men sort of thing. It was literally, that's how I felt. I felt like I was going back to being a kid again and watching it all, because it was just that all they've done is literally made it a bit crisper on the screen. That's all it was in that lot. And
it is basically, like I said earlier, they've ripped it from the 90s and put it into today's, where more kids, as long as they get to watch it, will enjoy it. I personally think,
massively.
even though I'm a big kid at heart, I do think they'll really enjoy it. And if I'm hoping they will remake all the X-Men films properly.
Well, I don't think they're going to remake the films. They're going to have, and I think there might be a new cast or a lot of the old original cast coming into, I think, Secret Wars, having them basically like not killed off, but just end there, and then having it all it's like a soft reboot after Secret Wars and that. Like, you're going to have the new characters going to play the new Charles, new thing out, sort of thing. Because I think
they never made the X-Men films properly.
No, after the original trilogy, it was shit. I've said that, and people know on the channel.
To be quite honest, I personally don't think any of them are any good. I really don't. The best one they did pick the best actor to play Wolverine.
Yeah.
And that's the only thing I can say nice about it.
Okay, no,
I didn't really enjoy any of them because I stopped watching them.
Yeah.
Because I just thought, what's the point?
Yeah. No, I thought the original X-Men trilogy was good. They weren't brilliant, but they were good. And then after they started pissing around with First Class and all that bollocks, I just just shit.
No.
I've said people know on the channel.
They could have done that First Class so much better of him getting, because to me that'd be awesome, where Charles actually gets all the students and how the school starts. It would be so good to have a film like that.
It was done properly.
Yeah, done properly. It's just got to be done properly. It's why I like
I just can't.
Deadpool.
Yeah, exactly. But I just know it was just shit. But anyway, we're getting off topic a lot.
Yeah.
But how it ended that lot, seeing, because me and Nate actually figured out there is 3 characters you do not see in that end bit. Can you name me them? So who's in the past? Who's in Egypt?
Well, that's easy. That's Beast.
Yeah.
Charles.
Yeah.
Storm.
Yeah. No. Well, maybe. Hang on. Me and Nate said she was not in.
No, hold on. Rogue. Start again.
Yeah, Rogue. Yeah.
Beast. Charles Xavier.
Yeah.
Rogue.
Yeah.
Jubilee.
2 more. Yeah. 1 more.
And then new young lad.
No. Oh, we might have been. There's somebody else then. There's 1 more person you're forgetting.
Because Jean and Cyclops was somewhere else.
Yeah, that's right. So that's the future. Jean and Cyclops in the future. Yeah.
But where was Storm? I'm adamant Storm was in Egypt.
I'll tell you in a second. Spoilers behind the thing. That lot. We'll tell you in a minute. 3000 BC. Yeah.
Yeah. Rogue.
So Rogue.
Nightcrawler.
Yeah, Nightcrawler.
Nightcrawler was there.
It's Rogue.
Nightcrawler.
Who else?
Charles.
Yeah.
Beast.
Yeah. One more.
Magneto.
Yeah. So yes, there's 5. You obviously had Scott and Jean in the future. Yeah.
Yeah. But where is Storm?
Hang on. So obviously we know that's Apocalypse.
Yeah.
Yeah. Magneto.
Yeah. But where's Storm?
Yeah, and there's 2 others.
Storm's missing.
Yeah. So there's your 5. 1, 2, 3.
Missing.
Oh shit! Yeah. No, there's
Jubilee's
4. There's 4 missing then.
And
There's
that
4
new
missing.
young lad's missing.
No. Jubilee and Sunspot was already on the ground. Jubilee and Sunspot was with Forge.
Forge. Yeah.
So Jubilee and Bishop were Jubilee and Sunspot were Forge. So don't worry about them. There's 4 people that are missing. No, got me confused now, Tithead. 3 people that's missing from that original lot that was on the asteroid.
Well, there's the one, there's the techno bloke.
Cable.
No, the baddie.
No, I'm not talking about baddies in that lot. They got sucked into the thing in that lot.
Oh, so you're not going on about those characters as well? Right.
I'm going into the X-Men. There were 3 characters.
Wolverine.
Yes.
And Morph was in the hospital.
Yeah, but they was on the asteroid. So they'd have gone somewhere as well. So where's them?
Oh shit, they was on the plane, weren't they?
On the asteroid.
Yeah, so
Morph
and...
So where's Morph?
Where's Morph and Wolverine and where's Storm?
Exactly. Because Morph was talking to Wolverine to try and wake him up.
Yeah, I forgot he was on the asteroid. Yeah, because I was having a dicky fit, weren't I?
Yeah. And then obviously you got Storm, so where they vanished off to?
Yeah, because Storm was there. I thought Storm was in Egypt.
No.
We're gonna have to watch
So,
it again.
well, yeah, this is what we're saying. This is sort of series that could easily.
12 months to watch
Well,
the next series.
God bleeding knows. I don't know when it's coming out in that lot. They've not. Apparently, like Nate was saying, the actors that have done the voices, they've already done the voice acting for it. That's already done. Dusted. It's in like pre-production or post-production or something like that. So it's already. They've already done ready for season 2, but it's not been announced when it'll actually come. So I'm hoping it's next year. I'm praying it's next year.
I'm hoping it's at the end of the year.
I don't know. There's a thing that lot. But yeah, so
I cannot wait another 12 months to watch.
And I'll tell you something as well. Like Nate had a very good idea. You know the end where Apocalypse is picking up Gambit's card.
Yeah.
Do you know what Apocalypse has around him? It's very close to a mythical thing that happens to something else.
Bring them back.
Yes, but as something.
It's not ghost.
No.
It's... Go on.
4 Horsemen of the Apocalypse.
Yeah.
Now, apparently, I didn't realise. Well, I didn't realise Gambit has been one of them for him. I didn't realise that. Nate brought up a good point about that on the live stream. So I didn't realise that he had been one of him. So in theory,
you did have the 4 Horsemen of Apocalypse in X-Men, but I can't remember.
Yeah, well, but it wouldn't have been the same ones as what.
Yeah, what are now.
Yeah. But yeah, so because the one that I definitely know of, that I always remembered, was Archangel with the metal wings.
Yeah,
he was always a horseman of the apocalypse. So I know I can't remember if he. I think me and Nate were saying he might have got killed in Genosha, but that's probably a perfect place for him to go because he can pick all these dead mutants and then just resurrect them and go, right, you'll work for me now, sort of thing.
Yeah.
So there's Gambit. That's why he picked up his card. He wouldn't picked up his card for no reason. My first thought was obviously Archangel, So there's another one. Now his other two, we don't know that lot. But that's where my thought was going. Because I, as well, like I brought it up to Nate. Do you know when the asteroid disappeared? What did you think was going to happen then? What was your next... Before you got to the past and future bit, what was your thought?
I did think, when it went, I did think they've been transported somewhere else. I did think that. I hadn't got a clue where.
So you wouldn't have had a prediction where they were going to disappear
No,
to?
because I would have thought it had been intertwined with Cable. How the...
Oh, great. Well, no, it is sort of. Think about it, back and forth in time.
Yeah, because with him using Cable's arm
Oh, to
integrate with him, that's what I thought.
Yeah, but that was just him becoming more powerful.
But if you think Cable had that cube, always had that cube.
Oh, the times transporter thing.
Yeah, in his thingy arm. So that's what I thought, because I thought he was gonna transform that, then
and put him
go
somewhere
back
else.
in time, where he could still conquer the world like he wanted to.
Yeah. No. I said this too on the live stream. My first thought, as soon as that disappeared, I automatically thought they're always trying to intertwine it with the MCU, and they like to make these silly little connections and stuff like that. My first thought was that asteroid is going to appear above our Earth, and it was going to be a live action and have the new cast or the original cast of the X-Men.
Yeah,
That's what I thought.
That.
Oh yeah, they might do that eventually when they have the X-Men film eventually. But that was my first thought.
When they went on the moon, I thought we was going to get to see some of the Eternals or the Inhumans.
That's what I said.
I thought they was going to get some of them to pop up.
That's exactly what we said as well.
And I
said to Nate, sorry.
I thought, oh, I know that. I know where they are. They're on the moon. And I said, oh God, they're on the moon. And I thought, oh, we're going to get a series of them, because I'd love a series of them.
Even though we had a series and it was shit.
It wasn't shit.
What? You tell me that the Inhuman series on Sky One was any good.
It wasn't bad.
The only good thing about it was what's his name
bad.
from Game of Thrones being in it, and the bloke that played Bat Bolt. And Lockjaw as well. Lockjaw looked brilliant. That was the only thing that was good about it.
This is where me and you will differ, because I didn't think it was that bad.
Shit.
I did not think.
Out. Inhumans was on Sky One in the UK. Just check that out, because it was shit.
It wasn't shit. It wasn't bad.
Tell me in the comments below what you thought about the Inhuman series, please. Just
to shut me up. I didn't think it was that bad. Don't start me off, or I will start doing pet peeve. I didn't think it was that bad.
Pet peeve? What fucking pet peeve are you going on about?
What do I say? What is this?
No.
But who's the other main character I love?
Oh, fuck's sake. Oh, well, fucking Nate and Raz would be fucking loving her. Go on, tell them, go on.
Wonder Woman!
Cheap version of Captain America. Woman version of Captain America.
There's nothing wrong with Wonder Woman. Yeah, breathe. But there's nothing wrong with Wonder Woman. I'm getting off. Don't even start me off.
Finished? Are we finished?
Anyway, we're getting off topic now. Stop winding me up.
But yes, anyway, yeah, definitely. If you've not checked out,
to watch it.
Yeah, if you've not seen X-Men '97, you don't need to really go back and watch the original X-Men series. It helps. It's good to watch them. It
is good to watch it, and so you know what's actually what the original series was like. But I went into it, as I put my hands up at the beginning, I went into it thinking, oh God, you've nagged it, man. I've really got to watch it, because you're making me do this. So
Hang on, no. Don't make out like I've made you do this. You said you wanted to do this because it was X-Men.
Yeah.
So don't, because I'm gonna look really bad on this video. You're saying I'll make you do it.
No. Alright, I will put my hands up. You didn't make me do it, but you was nagging me about watching it so I could do it.
No! That makes it sound even worse.
You did.
No, I said watch it because you're really liking it. And you said you wanted to come and do this anyway, so you're going to have to watch it anyway. That's what I said.
Yeah, but because I hadn't watched it straight
I'm not
and
bad.
I didn't watch.
I promise you, I'm not. I don't force anybody to watch anything. No, don't touch me. Okay, crap. I do not force anybody to watch any of my content. I do not tell them they've got to come onto this channel. If they want to come onto this channel, they can come on this channel. Their free will. I've not forced anybody onto this channel. I promise. I'm gonna get fucking cancelled. We say this sort of shit. Got 1,000 subscribers now. Like walking around is that? Oh.
Sorry, no, he didn't do it like that. I just like tormenting him. I said sorry. What more do you want? But as I was saying, I was sceptical. You know I was sceptical. You know I was going, but is it as good as the old series?
I was sceptical as well.
And you're going, yeah. You've got to watch it. You've got to watch it. You've got to watch it. And I went, oh, okay. And after the first episode,
our first episode for me.
Yeah, it was the first episode, and I went, oh, actually. And then the following night, I sat and watched. I think it was 4 of them. Yeah, it was about 4. Well, it was 4 because then the next day I watched the last 3 and I'd got the because the last one hadn't come out. And as I said, I was phoning you up, especially when what happened to Gambit and then what happened to Wolverine. I was screaming at you down the phone, going, what the hell? Why didn't you tell me? Why didn't you warn me? They can't do that. And I was going absolutely wild. And like I say, after today's episode, I've sat. You was sitting there with me watching it, and I'm sitting there like this, going, no, you can't. And I'm basically praying to say, no, don't end it like that, don't do that. And I was the one who walked into it thinking, oh God.
I think when I knew they were making this series and saying about X-Men 97 and stuff, I know they said they was bringing back all the old cast and doing it in the old sort of style now, but I was still sceptical, like, is it really still going to be as good as the old series? Is it really going to have still the same effects? Is it going to have the same music? And after that first episode, hearing the old music again, it was just done. That
blew me away.
Yeah.
And when they kept putting the actual old music through,
yeah, some of the fight scenes and
even though they've jazzed the original music up when it first turns on, and they've cleaned it so it's more
crisper and
everything else. It's still the same old song, but in some of the fight scenes when it comes up and you're thinking, oh my God,
so good. So good.
No,
but here's something
I would advise everybody to go out and watch it.
Right, when you watch this as well, like me and Nate had the same thing. She didn't. She did something sacrilegious. But when it comes up previously on X-Men, you see what previously, and then it comes to the title screen. With how good this music is, what would you do? Well, at least I'm talking to you directly now, people. You'd keep it on, wouldn't you? If you like the music so bad, you'd listen to that, yeah? This, skipped it every single time. What's the last episode? And she's like, skip it. I was like, no, you cannot skip this music, Outlaw.
But
no,
the only reason,
you can't,
no, shush me. Are you going to let me get my point across?
I'm saying it, go on.
Right, the only reason I skipped it is because I was that desperate to get into the episode to see what happened, even though you dropped a clanger on one of them.
Well, yeah, well, that's one episode, that lot, and it wasn't that bad anyway. That lot.
Yes,
You knew what
it
was
was.
happening. No.
Yes, it was. You dropped a clanger and you upset me.
I didn't upset you. Know, I knew he was dead. Right. Basically, it was when I thought the episode afterwards. I think I did say this again in the live stream. We'll tag the live stream at the end of this review because it's well worth going through it. But I thought the episode after Gambit died, right afterwards, you see the funeral scene. It's not. It's where you're going to see Charles in the Shi'ar Empire and he's getting married, and then he realises something's wrong and he comes back. And obviously Storm gets her powers at the end of that episode as well. I thought that's the episode.
I really liked how they did that with the giant owl.
Yeah, that was brilliant. That was that one. But yeah, so I thought it was that episode right after. It wasn't. It was the episode after that. It was like episode 5, I think, like that. So yeah, I dropped a bollock there, but I said anyway, he's dead. There's no coming back.
Well,
he's
I knew
dead.
he was dead, but that wasn't the point. You said, well, you
The
see
funeral's
the
the funeral. Yeah, the funeral's happening.
And
What do you mean,
I
what
went,
funeral?
what funeral? I didn't know. What funeral? There weren't no funeral, and the funeral is at the beginning of the next episode.
See, it wasn't
But
that bad.
So
It wasn't that bad. It was just
that's
a
why
slight mistake.
That's why I desperately
But you can't though. You just,
don't want to listen to.
iconic
I love
music
the
like that.
Yes, but
you
you
have
hear
to.
it. You hear it through
Yeah,
the
but it's not
show
the same
anyway.
because it builds you up.
No,
You watch this.
I
You're
just
sitting there
wanna
going. It builds you up for it.
No, right. I just
Kill me off doing
want
that.
to get into the episode and get going and.
Fucking hell, Ryan. Jesus fucking. I might have to end this episode in a minute. I might get knocked out. Right, okay. But no, I just know.
We'll agree to disagree. But yeah, going back to how they did Storm getting her powers back, I thought that was absolutely wicked. I really like that. At the owl, the knowing the wise owl playing on her insecurities, on her worries, and she needed to break free of that to show what she could do. And that I thought that was, I was sitting there going, yes, God.
But no, yeah, to wrap it up, because I've been going longer than I thought it was going to record this episode. But yeah, it's just no, because that's good, because it's not just me sat here saying how I think it is. It's better for you. Right, you enjoyed this?
Yes.
Would you come back on?
Yes.
You know you're out screen as well now, so nobody can see you. Yeah, it might help. So, have you enjoyed coming onto the channel?
Yes.
Yeah. Would you? Go on.
I've spoke about what I like about the Marvel Universe, because you know, though I like the Marvel Universe, I'm not as passionate about it as you are.
Yeah.
But when it comes to the X-Men, I am passionate about it. And if they'd have made a mock-up like they did with the live-action films, I would have been very much down. And
I'm not watching this shit again, sort of thing.
Yeah.
But no, that's all right. So if we have any more X-Men sort of content, you'd be willing to come on and chat and everything?
That's if they want me on. Or
I'm sure. Well, I'm sure after this episode, I'm gonna have loads of fucking shit out lot. So I'm sure they'll like you to come back on that lot. But anyway, yes, thank you very much for joining us. And there's another Marvel Mad review. Like, share, and subscribe, and all that jazz as you always do. That lot, greatly appreciated. And we'll see you all next time on another episode of Marvel Mad. For myself, Dotty Captain Coffee, and Danger Dotty, I'm going to say goodbye.
Bye. Hi.
We're going to call you Danger Dotty.
Danger Dotty.
Why is she at the best name of the lot of them?
What?